What's up everyone, welcome back to CaveCraft. In my hands I am holding a lot of shiny green emeralds that I am getting from trading glass from librarians, crafting them into glass panes and selling those to cartographers with profit. And my goal is to get enough emeralds for some good books and a full set of diamond armor. But before we buy it, we need to get the trades first. And we did by trading the lava buckets with one of the Minotaur armorers that we have in the keep. Unfortunately, the enchantments on the armor weren't that great, so the next step was to make an enchanting table. Because from trading glass, I am not getting only emeralds, but also a ton of XP. As you can see, I have 51 levels to spare on a brand new armor. If you're subscribed to the channel, you know that I like challenges. If you're not, please do so right now and make sure to hit the like button. I really appreciate that, thank you. Unfortunately, I am still struggling a bit with speaking because I got sick recently, but I hope that it won't stand in the way of showing you the whole progress what I've done while I was away. First of all, the path that leads up to the Minotaur Keep. If you know guys, I am not a terraformer, so this whole process took me a while, but I had a lot of time since I was staying in bed for over 10 days, so hey, I might as well get better at terraforming and get better in making videos too, as I spent some time educating myself how to make some better content for you guys to enjoy in your free time and maybe learn a little bit of building. But before we jump into another build, I would like to show you the process of how my builds are created in my single player world. Usually I'm starting small with a shape or a detail that leads to something bigger like we have over here, where I've came up with this tower design, and that led me to building a roof with a portal hanging down and enchanting table on the side. But then I had to move it up as I ran out of the space below, and I decided that I am going to give the build a little bit of verticality, and the next step was to copy a whole bit of the terrain from the server itself and place the build exactly in the place how we are going to build it later on the server. So now let's take a look how it went, as it was pretty easy because I got a whole lot of help from DG and Flazy. Of course, for the build I had to get some basalt, but it was reasonably easy, as just outside the portal that we have in the castle I found the basalt biome, where I dug out a whole lot of it. Plus after that I got the blackstone and also the shroom lights that you saw on the time-lapse. Obviously, while gathering the materials, as expected, I had to be jumped by a ghast. And what was really something unexpected was getting a piece of engine debris. Nether is always fun, but let's get back to the overworld. And before I will leave you with this relaxing time-lapse, I would like to just say that the single player world where I am building the stuff for SMPs, I'm always uploading on my Patreon website at ChopChopBuilds. It's a way of supporting me a little bit more and way of downloading my builds if you're interested in that. All of my patrons have a very special place in my heart, so thank you very much for your continuous support. Now let's get back to CaveCraft. Okay, so now we are done with all of the content that I had to catch up with. It's time to actually get stuff done and show you around the things that I didn't include in the videos. So let's quickly dump our inventory in here. First of all, let's start from the villager breeder that I intentionally blocked away from tracking from any mobs or the villagers themselves. Up here I didn't have a lot of space, but I've managed to place in a villager breeder that is toggleable, and all you need is 3 beds with 2 blocks of air above it for the baby villagers to be able to jump on the beds. But right now, with the pistons turned on, we are blocking that 2 blocks of air, so they are not able to produce more babies. And as we go here, that you saw in the intro video, but just quickly at the end, we have our zombie and a set of rails with levers that we can flick left or right according to where we want our villagers to go. And as we go down here, I have a little sleeping room, and going down we have a brewing station that right now is semi-automatic, but with a click of a button we can load it with fermented spider eye and a gunpowder waiting for us. If I'll grab some glass bottles, we can actually brew some potions. Let's grab 3, that will be enough to make some glass bottles. Obviously, as it is a brewing station, we need to have a infinite water source, and I have one down here that allows this sugarcane to grow, as it is meant to be planted by a water source. So I've been growing that. I've been farming a little bit of netherwort. Using fortune tool you can actually get a whole lot of this stuff. As you can see, only from 4 soul sand patches I got 17 netherworts. So we have 4 to plant back and 13 to place back in the chest. I have almost 2 stacks of it, and we can brew the weakness potions that I am using to cure the villagers that, as you can see, are pretty profitable. So going down here we have our meeting room that I am planning to place some maps in, and I have a couple of spare librarian villagers that unfortunately didn't get the glass trait, but luckily some of them have some decent traits like Aqua Affinity, Infinity, pretty cheap. Over here we have Unbreaking 1, it takes only 8 books for Unbreaking 3 when you combine them, and a little bit of XP. Going down this way we have a storage system, manual storage system. We don't actually need a big one on this SMP because the goal is to farm the resources and use them straight away in the builds, as we don't have a shopping district, we don't build shops, and we share everything between each other and try to help each other as much as possible. But still, there's always stuff that you get around, and there's always stuff that it's good to have. There will be always some items that are produced by the farms, like spider eggs or string or ink sacs from the Prismarine farm done by Fledzy, and some more empty chests yet to be assigned, and they will definitely find their destiny blocks. And in here we are planning to put a cobblestone generator and pass out. And here we have a water bubble elevator that can take us to every single story of the castle. But what we are going to do is actually take the staircase, as I've done some other stuff on the other side. And quickly, we have 3 furnaces over here, furnace, smoker and a blast furnace, and plenty of lava buckets to fuel them. And as we go down, we can see that there's still a lot of empty space to be filled up with farms or necessary storage. And if we go down over here, I move the staircase and we have a little dripstone farm, and on the right side we have our lava cauldrons where we get the lava buckets to fuel our smelters. We have a little collection area over here. And now we can actually take the stores outside and take a look at what I've done here. I am experimenting with the lamps. We have a couple of types. We have something like this and one without the fence with the chains only. And I'm still digesting which one I prefer. And also I've put a couple of stacks of string on this and that roof, so there's no snow when it's raining, which will be visible at the maps that we are going to do. And hey, dude, wake up, it's time to sell me some armor, it's about time. Come on, come on, come on. We should have enough emeralds to buy armor for the whole server. Come on. Hey, good morning, Mr. Minotaur. Show me what you got. So we'll need a pair of pants. We don't need the shoes as we have already our diamond Wellingtons. We're gonna need a helmet and we are going to need a chest plate. Thanks, dude. And as we are in the lower keep, I'd like to show you this little house that I've built using mushroom blocks, as they are connected to the lore of our Minotaur keep, because there's something hidden in the castle that DG brought back from his adventure. Unfortunately, because of my trip, I couldn't participate in that adventure, but hey guys, I have something to show you in a second. I want to share with you a little cool trick that I've learned from Xizuma's video, and it has to do with the tracking of the mobs. As you can see over here, visually there's 2 blocks of air, but according to mechanics of Minecraft, because this is a bottom slab and this is a top slab, there's only technically a 1 block of air between. So what you can do is to drive in on your horse or on your donkey, and what happens right now is that he thinks that he's trapped and is not going to pathfind to go outside. So as these are our stables, I thought it is going to be a cool idea to place a leather worker house just next to it, so just in case anybody is in need of a leather horse armor or a saddle, or very useful in our new update with powdered snow leather boots, we can just come around and for just a little bit of emerald sort out their issues. But guys, I told you about something that DG brought from his adventure, and actually we now have a way to get below the castle easy without breaking any blocks. Look at this, plenty of space to build a cave for something that is within that fence. Look at those. These are mushrooms that the whole crew brought back from the adventure to Mushroom Island. What they have to do with the Minotaurs? I don't know. Maybe they are the reason why they are Minotaurs. Maybe they are Minotaurs from space. Maybe they are Minotaurs from the future. Or maybe something completely different. Or maybe you can tell me what they have to do with the Minotaurs. That's right, guys. Also, you can help us with writing the history of the CaveCraft and come up with suggestions for the lore. And down here we have our nether portal and the water elevator, and that's actually good that we are here because I forgot to grab the books that I prepared for this occasion, and we should have some unbreaking, efficiency, plenty of mending, for protection books if we won't get good rolls on our armor, and what's left over here is a little bit of Frostwalker and Infinity and Fortune, but we don't need that now, so let's quickly jump down and pop into the portal. Alright, welcome on the other side, and here's the place where I found that piece of ancient debris. This is that basalt biome, and that is the portal that you saw that me entering in the previous episode that leads to the wizards area, aka Enchanted Hills, and we pop out back in the overworld quite far away from our Minotaur's keep. And we'll have a quick look downstairs because I don't want you guys to miss out on what's going on. Inside we have tinted glass that is blocking the light but still allows us to look inside and mobs to spawn that we are able to kill off standing over here using the sword. And we have a little bit of interior design and villagers to trade of the string that we get from the spiders, but not only that, as we get a ton of raw code from the Prismarine farm done by Fly, and as we go up here we have our enchanting table. But now it's time for me to take a little bit of a lottery and try to roll some good enchantments on our freshly bought diamond armor. Well guys, I am so happy that I've made to the end of this episode, and I'm even more happy that you made it till the very end. If you did so, please make sure to leave a like, and if you really enjoyed the episode, make sure to subscribe to not miss out any of the future episodes. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye!